following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the views or ideas of the staff or management of KWSH or the 110 Broadcast Group.
Istongo Seminole. Jeremy FULTZ, Cheho Jifkados, and Mojanetta Hadam Netta Hidojan Popohoyan. I am going to be your host today. My name is Jeremy FULTZ. Alongside of me, Anhisidos, Mr. Delaney PENNOCK.
History.
How are you doing today, Delaney?
Stongazos.
Man, the whole studio just erupted in applause.
I appreciate it, fellas.
All three of us. So, busy week this week.
Yeah.
Tornadoes in the news.
I'll keep you busy.
Recovery.
Yeah.
Yep. So, we got a lot of information that we want to give out today regarding some of the recovery efforts. First of all, we're glad to hear that I think most people ended up okay, as far as not too many injuries and no losses of life, so that was a good thing. And so the aftermath of the tornado last week left many residents without homes and business owners with damages to their buildings. So in response, Seminole Nation employees and tribal citizens came together to help with the relief effort by handing out some water, distributing hot meals, answering phone calls, removing debris, and volunteering their time at shelters and donation centers. Mado to the outside organizations, local churches, and volunteers that all came together in a total community effort. But if anyone is still needing information on how to get assistance, here is the number that you call. So we want to make sure we give this priority this morning. This is the number, 405-458 5510. Again, that's 405-458-5510. You may call the same number to help volunteer as well. A donation center has been set up at 315 North Harvey Road. And so that is the disaster hotline, 458-5510. If you need help with like roof repair, tree removal, debris drop-off, shelter or food, call the hotline. And then again, if you just want to volunteer as well, all volunteer and the help is needed. Give them a phone call at the same number. Delaney, what's that number?
D-Fox.
Oh, 405-458-5510. And then we also have some flyers here on where to get some food if you need some hot meals. The First Baptist, Seminole, Harvey Road Baptist, Zion Baptist Lunch. They, Mark, did we verify if these are every day? They're every day starting at 12. Dinner starts at 5 p.m. And then there's also a community marketplace at 600 West Strother. That's going today and also Thursday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. You can come only one time. And so if you need any help scheduling or verifying where you need to go, again, the phone number, this is the one number that you need to know, and they should be able to get you help. Ask for Katie, because when you call, you might hear our admin assistant from the language department, Katie over there, or Tani, or who else was over there? Judy?
Mary, I believe.
Mary. Oh, that's right. Mary Cruz over there. So, again, 405-458-5510. And, again, we want to give a big mado to all the Seminole Nation employees that's been coming out, doing a little bit extra, helping out where they can. And when we was out handing out some water on Friday, we saw a bunch of people coming through and donating their time as well. So big mado there. Everyone kind of coming together in a fortunate time and in fortunate events but a good thing. All right, and then also 4th and 8th Sundays, we're going to go ahead and get right into it because we do have a special guest in the studio today
do.
talking about some professional wrestling, but we'll get to that here in a little bit. 4th and 8th Sunday church meetings this weekend, Delaney. What's this weekend? Is that May 15th? Yeah, May 15th. So, ladies and gentlemen, Delaney Pennock.
Contribution for today.
Yep. Well, like we say every week, these are our MSW Association churches that are scheduled to have their church meetings. However, due to certain events like COVID or even with the tornado being coming through this last week, they may or may not be having services. And so if you know someone that goes to these churches, you might give them a phone call just to check to make sure they're still having their church meetings. But this weekend's schedule is Arbica, Big Arbor, Hickory Ground number 1, High Springs, Okemah, High Springs, Kanawha, Hilltop, Little Casita, Middle Creek number 1, New Arbor, Rock Spring, Anadarko, Ryle Community, Seminole Baptist, Salt Creek Baptist, Snake Creek 1 and 2, Trenton, Vian Creek, and Wegawa.
All right.
So that's going to be for this weekend. And as we always talk about the ones who've started their journey, we want to keep those families in your thoughts and in your prayers. And at this time, we are going to go ahead and pause for our moment of silence. Mado. And so a special meeting of the General Council has been called for Tuesday, May the 17th at 7 p.m. This will be a hybrid meeting held at the Council House and via Ring Central. And so the agenda, we have this on the list for you today. Delaney, let's go through it real quick. We've got the unfinished business, TR 2022-14, a tribal resolution of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma approving a one-time appropriation of $8 million from the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021 funds to the Miccosukee Mission Water Infrastructure Development and Wastewater Management Systems Project.
TR 2022-46, resolution approving acceptance of the opioid class action settlement and authorizing the office of the chief to complete the submission process to secure the Seminole Nation's allocation of the opioid class action settlement.
TR 2022-47, the tribal resolution of the General Council of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma confirming the appointment of Glenn Sharp to the Gaming Enterprise Board.
TR 2022-48, resolution approving the Tribal Court Children's Advocacy Program budget for fiscal year 2022 and incorporation into the fiscal year 2022 comprehensive budget.
Well, that's a good job on that word.
I stumbled. There it is.
Hey, you got it. That's what matters. I heard something this weekend that says, what do you call a doctor that went through medical school and got all D's?
Keith Fox.
You still call him a doctor. That's all that matters.
That's how I got through college. So.
Hey, I even got the applause from the studio audience on that one too. All right, and as always, it's not 11:30 yet, but the band meeting updates. The Tuzzagaya Harjo band meeting will be this Thursday, May 12th at 6 p.m. at the Council House. And other band meetings will be going on this week. And once the communications department is notified, they will be placed on both the Seminole Nation and the Community and Events Facebook page. And if you need to let communications know when your band is meeting and where the location is, contact seminolemedia@gmail.com. Again, the email, the communications, the lifeline to communications, seminolemedia@gmail.com.
We have some department news here.
Yep.
All right. The Native Women's Health Awareness 5K 1 mile fun run has been canceled for now, as of now, but organizers are hoping to reschedule in June.
Yep, and that was supposed to take place through downtown Seminole.
This weekend, yeah.
Yep.
So
hold tight. We hear they're still trying to reschedule. And then also as of right now, the senior games that we know of will be held May 27th for any Native American adult over the age of 55. Lunch will be provided for all those who participate. I wonder if I can participate even though I'm not 55 yet and get a free lunch.
They're going to turn you down, so come on out.
Agility Pride. You can do fun walk, dart throw, horseshoe, softball throw, jacks, beanbag toss, washer toss, ladder toss. That sounds like part of the professional wrestling, ladder toss.
Man, I know.
Might have a ladder match out there. Exercise bingo, prizes for winners, and other game activities. Lunch will be provided. And then that's at the Seminole First Baptist Church, 420 Reed Street in Seminole, Oklahoma.
So join the diabetes program for the Brown Bag Fitness, which starts May 9th, Monday through Thursday at 12:10 through 12:45. Monday, Wednesdays at Chafikni Wellness, located at the Mexican Mission, and Tuesdays and Thursdays at the Complex in Wewoka. All sessions are outside, so give Jerome Harrison a call, 405-234-5247.
And that was part of the email that we saw, too, this morning. Jerome telling all the tribal employees today at Wewoka, be ready.
Get on out there.
And then also, do you have a Seminole tribal citizen that will be graduating this spring, either college, high school, middle school, trade school, nursing, etc., that you're proud of? Or maybe if you're not proud of, still go ahead and submit a photo of your graduate of some sort. Info, name, school, and their major or their degree, and a brief message that you'd like to send it to SeminoleMedia@gmail.com by tomorrow, May the 11th, with my graduate in the subject line. The communications department is working on a project to highlight our achievers for print and social media. So again, tomorrow's the cutoff. So send in your photos. If you don't have no one to send it in for you, send it yourself. Let us be proud for you.
Celebrate it.
Yep. Historic preservation. Dennis, do you happen to have a little music ready, maybe? Let's see. Because I've got some knowledge that we'd like to drop, Delaney. Straight from the Historic Preservation Office. Delaney Pennock, did you know, sir? In 1848, Seminole leader Kawakoji and his group moved down to Mexico in the town of Kuala. He later passed in 1859, shortly after a majority of the Seminoles moved back to Indian Territory, with some still in the Mexico and Texas area. And did you know Mr. Jake Tiger, is at the state capitol today talking about this very story during his Hispanic Heritage Day.
We might have some kinfolk down there. Need to go visit.
I know.
Should be able to cross over,
Yeah. It would be nice to be able to go down and say hi and hang out on the beach a little bit down there. That might be the way to go. But this information was brought to you by the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma Historic Preservation Office, brought to you by Mr. Jake Tiger. You can check out this fact and other facts on their social media Facebook page at the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma Historic Preservation Facebook. Muddo. That sounded like a paid advertisement, didn't it?
All right.
Jake's paying me in Indian tacos.
Got some news from Rex Haley. The Honor Guard, any service member with an honorable discharge, come on out and help the Honor Guard. Give Rex a call at 405-220-5342.
All right. And then also, they still would like to recognize all Seminole Nation veterans that served in the armed forces. You can email flalexander@yml.com. And they would like to have all that information by May 15th if possible.
All right, ICWA, they're still looking for foster parents, so you can make a difference in a Seminole child's life. If you're interested, give them a call. Where's that number at? At 405-257-9038.
Good deal. We're also going to skip down to jobs right now. Also, just as our weekly reminder, if you'd like to work for the tribe has several positions open. You go to the website, sno-nsn.gov, and go to the careers tab, and underneath that you'll be able to see all the job postings. If you'd like to work for the casino, go to SeminoleNation.casino, and you can fill out an application there. Or for SNDOC, SNDOCOK at applicantpro.com. And then we got some community flyers. Mushball Month Tournament for May 14, 2022 in Shawnee, Oklahoma at the YMCA ball fields. Entry fee is $125. The deadline to enter is going to be Thursday. So contact info, Donnie Gibson, 405-566-9090. And then also there's a fundraiser for Mr. Henson Lena. Henson is a member of the Seminole tribe of Oklahoma, but was recently diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer and will soon begin treatment. His family is having a raffle to help with the cost of gas and other necessary financial responsibilities. Winners will be chosen May 15th, and the flyer is located on the Community and Events Facebook page for more information. And also the United Tribes for Christ Fellowship, our friends, the Harrisons over there, their denomination is having the 44th annual camp meeting, The Chosen Generation, May 31st through June 4th at 309 North 2nd Avenue, Seminole, Oklahoma, Healing Branches Church. And several speakers are going to be involved with this. And also our very own Seminole Nation Chief, Lewis Johnson, will be on the lineup as well, with the Vacation Bible School also going on during that time, located at the same place. And that brings us to our birthdays, Delaney.
All right, I'm up. Let's start out with Rita Courtright, Joel Wolf, Rayla Davis, Cynthia Yerby, Marcus Freejo, Oscar Wayne Sellers. Well, I'll let you get to that one.
Okay.
Special guest, Kyle Corona, Dave Takawicha, Joseph Wolf, Kelly Brooke Hayna, Tuniska Nita Feski Fully, Owagachas.
All right. And like we said, happy birthday. There was a special birthday announcement in there to a guy named Oscar Wayne Sellers, who happens to be the guest coming into the studio today. Oscar, how are you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for joining us today. Oscar started sending us some messages probably about 6 months ago, wasn't it, Oscar?
Just about, yeah.
Yeah, about 6 months ago, saying, hey, you might want to take a look at this flyer that we have, because we've got some professional wrestling coming to the Seminole Reservation. I was like, oh, really? Who's putting it on? And Oscar goes, I am. So, Oscar, tell us a little bit about what you got going on.
Well, June 10th, next month, I'm going to be putting on a show. We're going by Majestic Championship Wrestling. And it's going to be a pretty good wrestling show. We got a lot of local guys coming. Got a Hall of Famer coming. A lot of hard-hitting action coming to the Kelly Haney Center. It's called Mayhem in Seminole.
Good deal. So tell us a little bit about how you got started in promoting for Majestic Championship Wrestling.
Well, my father got me into wrestling ever since I was born. So I was like, either I'm going to be a wrestler or I'm going to start wrestling. A wrestling promotion, I guess.
So when we look at your Facebook page, though, it does say Mr. Amazing. So is there someone there named Mr. Wrestling or Mr. Amazing?
Maybe one of these days I'll get into it. But right now I'm just going to stick with the promoting part.
Oh, okay. Good deal. And so do we have guests that was going to join us today as well?
We do. We have the Arab legend Al FARAT will be joining, and the Chickasaw warrior Coyote should be calling in at any moment. So.
All right. And so when they come on,
They're there.
I hear dial tone.
Here. Did it go away?
Dial tone's still there.
Maybe they'll call back.
Okay. If they call back, we'll put them in. Oh, wait. I hear the phone ringing.
Okay.
And so while they're getting ready to join us, and you can go ahead and punch them through, Dennis, when they come through. But so the next wrestling match, or the first one here on the Seminole Reservation, is going to be June the 10th, and that is going to be located at the Kelly Haney Center off the campus of Seminole State College. Is that right?
That is correct.
Good deal. Tell us a little bit about tickets. How can someone get tickets?
Well, you can contact the Facebook page and reserve some seats. I have the email, phone number, everything.
I saw that you didn't have too many front row seats left.
Yeah, as of actually yesterday, I just sold them out. So.
Oh, you're all sold out front row.
But we got plenty general admission, just $10. Student discount if you're at the college, you get a $5 discount. So.
All right. And I think we are joined by some guests today. Who do we have on the line?
You have the man that's going to bring the revenue to the Seminole Casino is going to go up. The best thing that ever comes to the Seminole Nation is me, Al FARAT, the Arab legend, yours truly.
Oh, hang on. Can you hear him now? Mr. FARAT, can you hear Oscar?
Hello.
Yeah, I can barely hear him, but I can hear him. He needs to speak up.
All right. Well, Mr. FARAT, I saw in the video that you're already the 24/7 on-call champion. Is this right?
And I'm always looking over my shoulder. That's right. Everywhere I go, I don't care if I go to a mall. I don't care if I go get my pedicure done. I'm always having to look over my shoulder because 24/7 means that at any time, anybody can pin me as long as there's a referee present and take that beloved title from me. But I sleep with the title, so it ain't going nowhere.
You know, it sounded kind of like a low blow because I'm assuming Mr. Sellers here was in McAllister when this happened.
That's exactly right.
So what happened there?
Well, that slimy snake of a man named Al FARAT sucker punched me right in the mouth and just took it from me. Having to be a ref right there.
Oh, my goodness.
You happen to be at the right place at the wrong time.
So tell us a little bit about the 24/7 on-call championship. What is this the main title with Majestic Championship Wrestling?
As of right now, it is, but I do have a championship being in the works. And Al FARAT will be in the main event at June 10th at the Mayhem in Seminole, taking on the Chickasaw Warrior Coyote for the Majestic
Basically, what that means is you might as well shine up that title, put my name on it, because it's coming home with the Arab legend. I'll have 2 titles.
So, Mr. FARAT's opponent is going to be who?
The Chickasaw Warrior Coyote.
So, the city of Seminole needs to come on out. Everyone on the Seminole Nation Res, come on out, support some of our own that's helped putting on this show. Again, the Majestic Championship Wrestling, going to be located at the Kelly Haney Center, 2701 Borden Boulevard, Seminole, Oklahoma. Again, that's going to be June the 10th. The doors open at 6. Bell time is at 7:30. General admission is $10. Student discount $5. Who else is on the card?
Well, I got Warren Powers coming. He's pretty popular around these parts. Also, Oliver Vagos. She is actually from Seminole. She'll be taking on Skylar Slice. And I have a special guy coming, especially for Al FARAT for that 24/7 title.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Don't get y'all's hopes up too high, because you can cheer him all you want, your fellow Native American. I'm going to smear his war paint all over his face. And as far as that special guest, I know who you're talking about, Oscar. You're talking about Sean Whalen, the star of Twister. But guess what? If he shows up and he sticks his nose in my business, there won't be any more Sean Whalen for Hollywood.
Well, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. FARAT already making threats. It sounds pretty notable since he's already kicked Mr. Sellers here and took the championship belt. I don't know about you, but that kind of sounds kind of low in my book.
It does, especially when the guy has no wrestling background, nothing. He just wants to show up, and he's getting threatened already.
He sounds like he just kicked you in the gut and you fell over, though. What's that about?
Well, you never hit a guy when he's not ready, Yeah. But that's okay.
I mean, did you just get done eating? Were you full too? I mean,
man, I just got through watching a really good show. I had a walking taco in my hand, and
Don't tell me that he spilt your walking tacos.
He spoiled it, man. It went everywhere.
Well,
Man,
hey, you were carrying that title around, and even though you're not a competitor, you said 24/7. Did you or did you not?
You know he's not wrong, actually. So
I just took advantage of a sweet deal, and now I'm the new 24/7 champion. And guess what? Get used to it, because I'm going to be the champion for a long, long time. And I'm also going to capture the main heavyweight title. So you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
And so on the phone with us, if you haven't heard, is one of the wrestlers for Majestic Championship Wrestling, the Arab legend Al FARAT. Al, how do you like it in Oklahoma?
I don't like it at all. Nothing but Native Americans and casinos. I can't stand it. I'm going to go back to Saudi Arabia, make myself a whole bunch of money, come back and raise the gas prices even more.
All right. And then, like you mentioned earlier, I guess in September is going to be your second show. Is that correct?
that's actually my third show.
Your third show,
Yeah.
okay.
I'll have a second one July 22nd.
And where is that one going to be at?
Kelly Haney Center as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got that here. And any notes on that one?
Yes, there's going to be TikTok stars coming. They're called Vampire and Blood. They got thousands and thousands of followers. They're very popular. They'll be showing up, and they're also not big fans of Al FARAT either. So
That figures.
And also the get tickets here, like he said, if you go to Majestic Championship Wrestling, there's a phone number listed on the Facebook page. Again, just type in Majestic Championship Wrestling. You're going to want to get your ticket soon because front row's already sold out. And it sounds like it's going to be a pretty good time. And I've got a feeling there's going to be a lot of booze in there for the Arab legend himself.
there is. There definitely is.
35 years in this business, I've wrestled everybody from Ric Flair to Bruiser Brody to Abdullah the Butcher to Andre the Giant. What makes you think that this little Chickasaw warrior is going to stand a chance with me? No, come buy your tickets and come see me become the new heavyweight champion of Majestic Championship Wrestling. That's a promise.
And it sounds like the 24/7 on-call championship will also be maybe available that night. Is that right?
It is. It's going to be available 24/7.
24/7. As long as there's a ref there, right?
Exactly.
All right.
So he better have a death grip on that title. So
Some of them Seminole Tustanuggy might need to come on out. Let them.
maybe the chief can take it from him. Who knows?
I bet Assistant Chief could take them.
I think he could.
Yeah. So I heard Assistant Chief might be showing up as well.
Yes, and actually, I'm going to formally invite both chief and vice chief to show up
All right. Good deal.
for free.
All right.
Show for
Wait a minute.
free.
Wait. Does that mean there's a possibility that the chief may become the new 24/7 on-call champion?
There is a slight possibility that could happen.
Boy, I don't like my odds.
I mean, you are on the Seminole Nation res though that night, so anything can happen there.
You never know.
Huh.
So before we go, our time's almost up. Anything else that you'd like to say?
We will be having concession as well there, so food will be available. The July show, the tickets aren't on sale yet. I'll probably be announcing that at the show in June. September, we'll be having Sean Whalen, TikTok star, celebrity, Twisters actor. He'll be there. And follow him on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok as well, at Oscar Sellars. Everything will be on there.
Mr. Amazing. I do like that name, Mr.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It is a good name.
Yeah. I wouldn't shortchange yourself, even though you did get sucker punched and lost the 24/7 belt before. It sounded like it was technically ready. We'll let that one
I was
slide.
more worried about my walking taco.
Oh, me
being
too. I
spilled,
would have been
man.
too. Would have
If it was
been.
Well,
an
in
Indian
clo-
taco, I'd be even more mad.
Oh man.
Well, in closing, I want to say, cheat if you must, but always win. I'll see you in Seminole.
Mado, the Arab legend, Al FARAT. Thanks for joining us today, sir.
The pleasure was all yours.
Jimmy O. All right, and so as always, you can catch the rebroadcast of this radio show on the Facebook page, YouTube, and the tribal website, sno-nsn.gov for the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma every Wednesday around 8. If you have news or announcements you want to share on the Community and Events Facebook page, please email the communications staff at seminolemedia@gmail.com or call 405-652-7251. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, tune in every Tuesday at 11 a.m. right here on KWSH 97.7 FM or the legendary 1260 AM for radio producer Mr. Mark Williams, engineer Dennis Burden, my co-host and unhissy Delaney Pennock, Mr. Sellers. We sure appreciate your time, sir. We hope you have a great turnout and the best of luck on your promotion. We'll see you next week right here back on KWSH 97.7 FM, 1260 AM, Mado and Jihi Jotleys.